Hello, my name is Andrew Shipley. Today, I'd like to try to convince you to come see my poster presentation at the IGP Summit, which will be about a blueprint of climate-friendly wastewater treatment plants, case study of the EGLV wastewater treatment plant in Bottrop. Here at NEU, I study environmental engineering in Germany, and I studied abroad in Dortmund, Germany at the Technische Universität Dortmund. My internship was with the Emscher Genossenschaft und Lippe-Verband, which I will shorten to EGLV for both of our time. And the EGLV is essentially a water management organization. They manage the catchment areas of the Emscher und Lippe rivers, which runs through Nordrhein-Westfalen, Germany, in and around Dortmund. As a part of their water management, they handle flood management, they handle wastewater treatment, which is, of course, what I want to talk to you about today. The projects that I was helping them with while I worked for them was their regional projects with the European Union. So they were working with a series of partners in various different countries to look at ways of making wastewater treatment plants more sustainable, especially in terms of their energy usage. Wastewater treatment plants are incredibly necessary to protect human health and the environment from all of the nasty stuff we put in wastewater, including, of course, human waste, chemicals and pharmaceuticals, for example. But in order to operate, wastewater treatment plants also require a huge amount of energy, which in many cities makes them the largest energy user. So there's, of course, a big climate impact there too when the energy comes from fossil fuel sources. And so what the EGLV and its partners were doing, were looking at various energy producing methods that they could implement at these wastewater treatment plants. And one of their big inspirations for this project was the EGLV wastewater treatment plant in Bottrop, which is 100% energy self-sufficient. So it produces all of its own electricity from climate-friendly sources, including biogas, solar, wind, among others. And so what I've done in my project is take a look at this one plant in Bottrop and really studied where its major successes are. And I have created recommendations for how that success could be applied to US plants and how we could make US plants more sustainable. And so I hope that piques your interest, and I hope to see you at my presentation. Thank you.